Monday, August 31, 1885. Sri Ramakrishna was resting in his room. It was about 8 o'clock in the evening. Though ill and suffering, he constantly devoted himself to the welfare of the devotees. Sometimes he felt restless, like a child, but the next moment he forgot all about his illness and became filled with ecstatic love of God. His love for the devotees was like that of a mother for her children. 2 days earlier, on Saturday night, he had received a letter from Purno. Purno had written, "I am feeling extremely happy. Now and then, I cannot sleep at night for joy." After hearing the letter, the master had remarked, "I feel thrilled to hear this." Even later on, he will be able to keep this bliss. Let me see the letter. He had pressed the letter in the palm of his hand and said, "Generally, I cannot touch letters, but this is a good letter." That same night, while the master was in bed, he had suddenly become covered with perspiration. He sat up in bed, saying, "It seems to me that I shall not recover from this illness." It had worried the devotees very much to hear this. The Holy Mother had come to the temple garden to wait on Sri Ramakrishna and was living in a room in the Nahabad. The devotees, with the exception of 1 or 2, were not aware of her presence. A woman devotee staying with the Holy Mother had begun to pay frequent visits to Sri Ramakrishna in his room. After a few days, Sri Ramakrishna had said to her, "You have been here some time. What will people think about it? You had better go home for a week or so." Sri Ramakrishna lay in bed on his side, with his back to the room. After dusk, Gangadhar and M arrived from Calcutta. Gangadhar sat at the feet of the master, who was talking to M. Master: "2 boys came here the other day. One of them was Subodh. He is Shankar Ghosh's great-grandson. The other, Shirode, is his neighbor. They are nice boys. I told them I was ill and asked them to go to you for instruction. Please look after them a little." M. Yes, sir. They are our neighbors. Master. The other day, again, I woke up covered with perspiration. I don't understand this illness. M. We have decided to ask Bhagavan Rudra to see you once. He is an MD and an expert physician. Master. How much will he charge? M. His regular fee is 20 or 25 rupees. Master. Then don't bother about him. M. But we shall pay him 4 or 5 rupees at the most. Master. Listen. Suppose you say this to him. Sir, please be kind enough to come and see him. Hasn't he heard anything about this place? Footnote. This place, referring to himself. Footnote ends. M. Perhaps he has. He has almost agreed not to charge any fee. But we shall pay him a little. If we do that, he will come again. Master. Ask Dr. Nitai to come. He is a good physician. But what will the doctors do? I wonder. They press my throat and make my illness worse. It was 9 o'clock in the evening. Sri Ramakrishna ate a little farina pudding and had no difficulty in swallowing it. He said to M cheerfully, I was able to eat a little. I feel very happy.